Good morning, students of Standard 10. Welcome back yet another session of the Indian National Movement. Today's the main topic of our discussion would be the Quit India Movement, circumstances leading to the Quit India Movement, and the impact of Quit India Movement to the national freedom struggle. So to begin with, we start about with the Quit India Movement. So the first is the point is the provincial elections. Now what do you mean by provincial elections? As per the Government of India Act 1935, elections to the provincial legislatures were held in 1937. That means according to the Government of India Act 1935, elections were held to the provincial legislature in 1937. First in 6 provinces, namely the Orissa, Bihar, UP, Central Province, Madras and Mumbai. So the elections were held in these 6 provinces, in which the Congress ministries were formed. That means the Congress emerged victorious and they formed their ministries in these provinces. Then the Congress ministries were also formed in Northwestern Frontier Province, that is called NWFP, and Assam. So therefore, we can see that the overall overwhelming majority was formed by the Congress majority in the elections to the provincial elections as well. But the other part was the Muslim League did not fare well in these elections, and therefore it was thinking that the way to turn out against the Congress. And this election, the result of the elections also paved a way for the launching of the Quit India Movement. Clear? Second is the outbreak of the Second World War and the August offer of 1940. The Second World War broke out in 1939. Unfortunately, the British fighting in the war tried to involve Indians without discussing the matter with the Congress. The Congress Working Committee wanted freedom, but how could India be expected to fight for other countries' freedom when it itself is in the chain? So therefore the Congress did not like the idea of the British authorities. In protest, the Congress resigned in 1939. The Congress ministry resigned in 1939, and the Muslim League also celebrated the Deliverance Day on 22nd December as a day of deliverance from the Congress rule, and promised all help to the British in the war on the condition that no constitutional scheme would be finalized without its approval. That was, the League tried to join the war on this condition. Okay? The Congress renewed its demand for complete independence and was prepared to lend support in the war against Germany in the condition that independence would be given as the war gets finally over. It was the war situation in the Europe was worsening. Therefore, on 8th August 1940, the Viceroy then Lord Linthing-Low gave a new proposal and called the August offer to end the political deadlock with the congressmen and the League. But this offer also fell through and did not conciliate the Indians, and therefore Mahatma Gandhi was forced to call the Quit India Movement in this regard. So this was the second point of the Quit India launching of the Quit India Movement. Then third point, we have the Japanese threat. Now, the Japan attack on Pearl Harbor and its victories over Philippines and Malaya worried the Allies. That means the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor and its victories over Philippines and Malaya worried the Allies. With the Japanese victory over Burma, it was India's door, according to the stories. The Japanese threat to attack India was so real that Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru then advised the people to defend defend themselves using the guerrilla form of warfare or the guerrilla tactics if required. So therefore, the Japanese threat also alarmed the Indians to launch the Quit India resolution or the Quit India movement. Clear? Finally, we have the Cripps mission. Another important result that came about with the Cripps mission, that means to secure India's cooperation in the Second World War, along with the pressure from the USA, the Cripps mission was sent to India. Why Cripps mission was sent to India? Because to secure India's cooperation in the Second World War, along with the pressure from the USA, the Cripps mission was sent to India in 1942. The mission failed to solve the India's constitutional problems that led to the discontentment and anger among the Indians. The Congress was not happy because the plan led to the division of the country, and the Muslim League was not happy because it wanted the creation of Pakistan. As the mission failed, communal tensions had worsened, there was unrest in the country, the world was going through the havoc. And as the Cripps mission failed, and on 8th August 1942, Mahatma Gandhi made a do or die call through the Quit India movement. So these were the main reasons for launching the Quit India resolution or Quit India movement by Mahatma Gandhi. Follow? So in our topic next we have the impact of the Quit India movement. So what really were the impact of the Quit India movement would be the next topic of discussion as per towards your syllabus. So the first is seen that the Quit India movement was in fact short-lived, but it demonstrated the depth of the nationalist feeling in India. Though it was short-lived, but it demonstrated the depth of nationalist feeling in the minds of the people of India. So we have first is the collapse of the British authority due to the sabotage activities. The symbol of British authority like the rail tracks, bridges, post office, police stations were either blown up or burnt at several places. That means they totally wanted to paralyze the British authority in India. That was one of the reason impact of the Quit India movement. Second, the Indian problem attracted the world attention. Means the world opinion was now focused on, the entire world opinion was now focused on India. What was earlier considered as a British domestic affair became a matter of concern for the other countries, particularly USA. The pressure of public opinion in USA and even Britain was so strong that the British found it difficult to withhold the independence of India after the war was over. That means they thought that due to the intense pressure, they found it difficult to now rule, and they thought that they had to be given a responsible government. Clear? That was the second point. Third, Indian independence brought nearer. That means as the Quit India movement went on during 1942 to 44, through all its stages, the coming of Indian independence seemed to be certain, because the Quit India resolution has went on rigorously, and therefore the coming of the independence seemed to be very certain for the Indians. The last we have the political awakening. Now the Quit India movement had created and developed a feeling of political awakening. I repeat, the Quit India movement had created and developed a feeling of political awakening and consciousness among the people of India. They were ready to sacrifice everything for the sake of achievement of independence of India. It showed India's anger against imperialism. Therefore, in short, we can call it, these were the impacts of the Quit India movement. I hope I am clear with the circumstances leading to the Quit India movement and its impact as per the reduced syllabus. Coming up next would be the formation of the INA, Indian National Army, and the contribution of Subhash Chandra Bose to the national struggle for freedom. Till then, take care of yourself. God bless you.